you happy with what you got out of that match?
Yeah, physically you're always happy. I think you want to win games. Everyone always wants to win games, but we know it's not what pre-season games are about. You want to win them, but that's not necessarily the priority. I think for the boys, what we've in coming in from Christmas time, this is their first hit out, so it's probably physically just getting used to getting bashed about a little bit, stretching the lungs out, and again getting used to getting hit and hitting other people. Which I thought it was a pretty physical game. I think when the weather's like it is, and it's not as flowing, the physicality normally steps up a little bit, which I thought it did tonight. And yeah, it probably wasn't the most entertaining game, but I think it ticked a lot of boxes for us from a physical side of things.
Yeah, I think it was about 40 minutes for most of the stars, maybe 35 for Bevan French, with Jay Field and the last time. Was that about building them into it then, as you said?
Yeah. The majority, the overseas boys, the international lads, and one or two of the senior lads they've done their own training while they've been away, but probably started back with us in the new year. And yeah, this was always the game they were going to be playing in. Quite a standard thing, like get that 40 minutes under the belt, assess where they're at, and then we can pick up the rest of the week and build into that Sheffield game for us now in 2 weeks.
There was no Ethan Havard or Abbas Miski today. Are they all right? Any update on them too?
Yeah, I think it's just injuries they've had going into pre-season. It's just they're working at getting fit. I don't think either of them are a worry. Probably going into the start of the season, it's just maybe whatever they're carrying. It was a week too soon, but they're both ticking along all right, recovering from whatever they've had done.
I think Abbas Miski came back, was it 2 weeks ago? So no matter what, it'd have been 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think Abbas had to wait around a little bit longer after the grand final for his surgery, so might give him a little bit more time at home. So yeah, he's probably been back a week or two later than the other overseas boys. But I think there's no worry about it. He's all set for the start of the season.
And just a few more. Tom Florber, I think, came off, and George Hurst went off but came back. Just an update on that.
I've not had an update from the physios, but I think they were both fingers in the eyes. I think they both got poked in the eyes. I think it was just coincidence. They both suffered the same thing. I think Paul's got poked in both eyes, so he was struggling a bit more. But yeah, no concerns there, just fingers in the eyes.
That Eckersley try was special though, wasn't it?
Which one, sorry?
The one before Eckersley, wasn't it? Before Sevo came on?
Yeah, the one in the dead ball.
Yeah,
Bit of juggling.
Yeah, sort of Gaz and your Inglis type.
Yeah, there was
skills there and cold weather.
Yeah, we just seen the ball flinging around in the in goal, but I don't know how they kept it in. Faz must have been tiptoeing over the in goal at some point.
Reversed. He tapped it in, then reversed and took the pass and
yeah,
down.
it
So
was.
you don't see that very often.
No, it weren't. I think there was about 3 handoffs in the in goal. It was
nice kick from Bevan too.
Yeah, it was. It was. I think he caught Sevo coming in from a few miles away and decided to put it on the boot, but but yeah, it was.
Well, Sevo came off second best because that was it. He was off.
I know. We've seen him come off. Wish him all the best. Hope it's nothing too serious. But yeah, that's kind of play Bev is very instinctive. He got his foot on the ball, and we get a little bit of luck in the end goal and get a try.
Is the 17 pretty much set in stone, or is it?
Yeah, I think probably. Again, I don't want to speak on Matty's behalf here, but yeah, probably. Other than the middles, there might be 1 or 2 decisions to make in the middles, in the pack, in the bench. But I think our outside backs, our spine is pretty much set in stone going into first round 1, Challenge Cup. There's probably a little bit more competition, as I said, for the front rows and middles. Might be 1 or 2 decisions to be made there.
And the next cut-off would be round 3 because you take a few extras, I guess. So there's a group of young kids fighting for a spot on the plane round 3. Are they? Do you think? Is that right?
For Vegas? Yeah, I don't actually know what numbers we're taking to Vegas. I'm guessing it'd be like somewhere around that 21-man squad what you hand in every week. So yeah, there'll be outside that 17, 18 maybe. There's a bit of competition. You tend to cover, try and take a few lads what will cover a few different positions if everyone goes down. So an outside back, and maybe a half and a forward. So it's. Yeah, there's probably a bit more discussion in that for us for your cover because there's no quick changes once you're over there.
Yeah. So round one, you'll have the whole senior squad to pick from. You confident, or is there anyone who's touch and go? Or?
Other than Brad O'Neill, I think Brad O'Neill's the only one what's kind of eating into the season. But as far as I know, Ethan and Abbas will both be up for selection. So yeah, I think we're pretty solid.
Look, it's just one bit of admin. Was Taki just not selected today? Was he not in the squad?
No, not in the squad today.
Just a comment on the forward pack with that competition. Just a comment on Harvey Hill. He seems to have had a really strong pre-season last week, and it was pretty good for the team.
I thought it was one of their standouts today for the conditions and the way the game was. But he's been very good. He's been in pre-season since day one with all the young boys, and he's put a lot of work in. But yeah, he's one of the players now. He needs to be playing regular. I think like last year, I don't know the number of games he played, but he'd probably been wanting more minutes, more time on the field, and I think he's attacked pre-season like his intentions are to really go after a spot. So it's credit to him the way he's gone, and yeah, I'm sure performances like that he's gonna be pushing more and more for it.
And after today's weather, I think is it warm weather training for you next week? Is it Tuesday you go?
Yeah.
What's the sort of priority there then? Because it'll be 6 days, then back and then into Sheffield. So what's the main focus in the warm weather?
You've got to. I think you. It's not a main focus of a defence over attack, but I think you get opportunities to train on a dry pitch with a dry ball. So it's sharpening the skill side of things up is one thing, and I think everything just is a little bit quicker on a dry track. So it's as much as the ball's sharper, it tests your D a little bit more, and it's just kind of fine tuning everything really. I think you get that little bit more quality on the pitch when you're on it. So it's just all the field sessions. We're not going to be doing anything different. It's probably just like going after that quality side of things a little bit more.
Sean, just a word on Willie Isa. Obviously he's retired last week. Just something
just a very, very good bloke. Been a fantastic player for us, but he's brilliant on the field. But he's massive for the culture of the club and the standards. I think when you obviously want to be a great team on the pitch, but you want to be known as a good club as well. And he takes both sides of that for us. He's been fantastic. He drives standards very highly. He's moral compass for the club, almost like for the team. He drives a lot of things to do well, and yeah, all the boys look up to him. He's going to be missed. But on the other side, the boys are buzzing for him that he's going into something that he's found something that he wants to do and go and test himself in another field.
Yeah, he's obviously going to leave a hole in the squad. Is there any plans to fill that, or is it just a case of?
I don't know the answer to that. Sorry, at this time. I'm sure. I don't know. Simple as that. It's probably one for Matty and Rads that too. They speak regularly about who's coming in, who's going out. But if it opens up, I'm sure they'll be weighing up the opportunities.
Obviously, he's coach, but as a player alongside him, was he someone that everyone loved having on your side with his defence and his sort of just his work?
Yeah, he was just a no-nonsense player. He's giving the ball, he run hard, but he's probably one of the best defensive back rows I've played with. He's quick, he moves well, and he was someone what taught that really well to some of our lads as well. He had that knack off to he really had it fine-tuned, so the way he moved, the way he could double defend players, it was a real quality to his game, and he works hard with the edges. He did work hard with the edges in our team to get them up to standards on that, and he could flip to centre and still do a great job at the centre as well. So yeah, it was a pleasure to play with.